An Israeli airstrike just hit Doha, Qatar. Civilians and officials were killed. The Muslim world is angry. For the first time in years, leaders are openly talking about a Muslim NATO. But will it happen this time, or will it remain only a dream? Let's break it down. On September 9, 2025, Israel carried out an airstrike on Qatar's capital. Israel claimed it was targeting Hamas members, but Qatar confirmed that its security officials and civilians were among the dead. The attack shook the Muslim world. Within hours, the Organization of Islamic Cooperation (OIC) condemned the strike, calling it an act of aggression and a violation of international law. And Qatar announced an emergency Arab Islamic Summit held on September 15, where dozens of Muslim countries, including Pakistan, Iran, Turkey, and Malaysia, came together. At that summit, Pakistan Defense Minister Khwaja Asif made headlines. He called for the creation of a NATO style Muslim military alliance. His words were clear: Muslim nations must recognize their friendly enemies and join forces for common defense. For years, people have called IMCTC, Islamic Military Counter-Terrorism Coalition, a paper alliance. But after Qatar, the demand for a real Islamic NATO is louder than ever. The idea isn't new. In 2015, Saudi Arabia created the IMCTC with 40 plus Muslim states and appointed Pakistani former Chief General Raheel Sharif as commander in 2017. But unlike NATO, it never had an Article 5 rule. An attack on one is attack on all. It focused only on training and counter-terrorism. No joint operation, no real collective defense. That's why critics say it exists only on paper. The strike on Doha changed everything. For the first time, a Muslim country not directly involved in the Israel-Hamas war was attacked. This raised fear that no Muslim state is safe from the spillover conflicts. Leaders now feel that without a collective defense pact, each country stands alone. And for smaller states like Qatar, Bahrain, or Kuwait, unity may be the only security guarantee. But here's the problem: Muslim nations are deeply divided. Saudi Arabia and Iran often clash over influence. Turkey and Egypt have rival agendas. Some states are close to the US, others to Russia or China. If they can't agree on a common enemy, how can they fight as one army? Another issue: building a true NATO style force means committing to war if a member is attacked. Are countries like Morocco, Bangladesh, or Indonesia ready to send troops thousands of miles away from another state? That's still unclear. An Islamic NATO is possible, but only if leaders put aside rivalries. The Qatar attack has created a rare moment of unity, but history shows that once the anger cools, politics take over. Unless they move fast and build real mechanism, this chance might disappear like before. So will Muslim countries finally build their own net? Or will this just remain a powerful slogan after every crisis? Let me know in the comments what you think, because the Muslim world may be standing at a turning point right now. Subscribe for more updates.